Hello peeps, it is Saturday morning of Memorial Day weekend. I thought I want to do a video because I'm home alone and I'm going to show a whole bunch of stuff. So look at this. This is a petunia that I did not plant. It's really pretty. It rained last night, but I just want to show how good everything's doing. I trimmed my sunshine ligustrum up and I like it. I think it's cute. I'm going to trim these hedges today. I have this celosia in here. You can't see it. There you go. I guess I'm going to move it because it's getting shade from the hardy hibiscus. But look at these. They are so awesome. They're going to look killer this year. My Japanese maple is finally growing. But this year for my front, because I'm on a busy street, I put a bunch of sweet potato vines. And so I want it to be a continuous sweet potato vine all through there. Look, the first bloom on my coneflower. Boom. Oh, the bus is here. When I say I live on a busy street, I'm not kidding. So anyway, let's just keep moving. Another hibiscus, something's chomping them. It's not a Japanese beetle, I don't know what it is. This is my jazz hands, loropetalum. And see, my lamb's ear is messed up. But anyway, I'm gonna show my neighbor's yard really fast because look at their hydrangeas. Whoops. Oh, they're really pretty. I like it. Anyway, back to me. Okay, so here's the front yard. This is something I did recently. I'm gonna paint that little gate. I'm just trying to keep the puppy that we have out of there. And then here is our what is it, gem magnolia or whatever, and it's got a nice bloom. Look, you can see my shadow. Oh, look at the pretty bloom. Hey Caesar, that's our old man Caesar. Anyway, I'm gonna go around the porch really fast. You can see that this looks kind of gross, but it has ferns growing in it, so I kind of like it, I have to admit. Okay, try to turn slowly. All right, and then I thought it'd be fun to have this hammock here, but it's actually in too bright of a spot, so I'm actually gonna get rid of it. But here is the porch. Oh, and my shadow. Oh well, I suck. Oh, I painted the doors, the front door and the back door. You can't totally tell in this video, but it's a very dark blackish green. So I like that. So we're just gonna walk through here pretty quick. My gardenias are totally hanging over. Of course, it did rain last night. And this bed is nuts. That is one hosta there, and it's probably 5 feet across. So this is the going bananas daylily, and it looks happy. Okay, more gardenia here in front. Then, all right, we'll just start walking down the path with my shadow. This is a little lime hydrangea, and let me get back so you can kind of see this. It's pretty. It's huge. And then we have the bottle tree, tons of creeping jenny, and there's some different stuff growing in there. But then this is one of those old-timey hydrangeas, and last year it only got like 4 blooms on it. So this year, when we had a couple cold nights right at the end of winter, I covered this thing with beach towel and stuff, and it has gotten really big. This is bigger than it's been in our almost 4 years here. But it's a light bluish lilac sort of color. So this is a hot mess, and I'm gonna do something with it. I think you can't really see because of the shadows, but it has tons of, get in the right light, monkey grass, and then, you know, this purple stuff, and over there is a self-planted holly. Can you see it there? This sucker planted itself. So I'm gonna leave it there, but this is a Rose of Sharon in the back, and it has tons of little buds on it. So that will be super cool. This is a tea olive, fragrant tea olive. And here is my honeysuckle that it was blooming. I'm not sure if these bloom all summer, but look at that. It's very cool looking. Okay, see, the dogs are helping me, which is never easy, but I'm gonna open the gate. Keeping the dogs out of the backyard has really helped the backyard look good. Look at little Squeezy, he's so adorable. But I've always loved all the landscaping work I do, but this is really starting to look so great. This is one of those jasmine vines, and it's doing pretty well. It's just that rain made everything a little mad. And then here I have a sedum. What was that? The autumn sedum. And then I have hops in here. Oh, and I have morning glory. Anyway, I like it. I really want it to grow. This pot, see how cute? I really like this plant. I think this is a cute little picture. But that is the dwarf morning glory. Can't remember the official name, but I'm gonna try to turn slowly. So this is a mess too, but I like my mess. I have a lot of messes that are on purpose. I'm just walking over to show. I got this rain barrel on Facebook Marketplace for free. They just wanted to get rid of it. So it's awesome. We haven't hooked the gutter up to it yet, but actually it has been filling up. So it fills up, and I use it for a bed under the tree, but my husband now has made this spot under our deck where we're supposed to put a hot tub right there, but we're having a major issue with the cellar. But anyway, we have some plants back there in that little bed he made, so he's watering them from the barrel. So anyway, this is outside the fence back here, and it's a mess too, but I like it. This is a peach tree right here, and we do have some peaches. This will be the 3rd year for it. So I'm hoping that we really get peaches this year that we can eat. That would be awesome. I have 3 grapevines growing. These are the local southern Scuppernong grapes. There's one there, there's one down there, and then the far end is the Concord grape. So here's some of my strawberries. I have almost 50 strawberry plants just randomly around the yard. Before I go down through here, I'll just say these are more little limes, hydrangeas. I have 3. Let me see where you can see them, and they're in pots. They're in big pots because, so 1, 2, 3. They're in really big pots because the tree is so fantastic. We love this tree. Really, we love it. It's one of those pin oak trees. They're very popular down here in North Carolina, but the roots have they limit how much water some of these plants get. So we put that in the pot, but these are the Japanese privet. So we have 3 of these, and I've kept them in the ground, and Their growth is a little stunted because of the water issue, but they look good. Here is the kaleidoscope. Oh, look, wait, I don't know what that is. Anyway, I cut this back a whole lot this spring because they were sort of deformed looking. See, this one's still kind of deformed, but they've really flushed out and grown quite a bit. I decided this spring I was going to start putting some hosta down along this side. We just struggle with grass growing here, and I thought, well, hey, might as well just stick some hostas in there. I have tons of hosta. Anyway, here's another. These are not too far from having blooms. It's coming, but they're getting really full. They're very pretty. On this side, I have more strawberries. The strawberries have not done great in this strawberry planter. I have not babied them, and some are just not gonna make it. Anyway, what else? This pretty tower, this obelisk, my husband made it year before last. I really like it. I have a liatris, is that how you say it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those growing here. This has morning glory, it has hops, and it has the grape hyacinth in there. I also planted, I threw a bunch of regular beans down, so we'll see if they grow. My husband's home. Okay, he went for a run this morning with a group. Not me. All right, here's my gutter of succulents. That is the Concord grape back there. I love the succulent. Okay, now let me turn. This is the backyard. So I got this for my birthday, and I do like it. I like my little plant wall here. I do have a Dichondra Silver Falls in here. It's starting to do okay. These are apple trees. They are the columnar apple trees. I planted them early spring, and I thought they were absolutely not gonna grow. But see, they're starting to do something now. They're about a foot tall, so hopefully they're taking off. Then here's my corner. This was the first actual project I did at this property. We bought it in Labor Day weekend 2020. So this is my beautiful Floribunda rose. I've shared lots of pictures of this and done some videos, and I said that when it first blooms in the spring, it's yellow. And then as the summer goes, it gets more and more color on it. And see, like now it's almost a peachy, but it'll get more red in it, which is pretty cool. I love how the creeping Jenny has totally spread. So this in the front, I do want it to be a bit of a hedge. I need to probably trim it up some, but this is soft touch holly. And that's my Baptisia. Looks like it's finished blooming. These are perennial salvias. This one seems like it is something else. Let's see, here's salvia. Yeah, it's old and new little blooms on there. This, I think it's something else, and now I can't remember. Oh well, I suck. And this is a phlox. It's the tall phlox. This is another, oh, this is the same thing. I guess I'm supposed to trim the old things off so more can grow. This is a autumn clematis and hops growing on this really pretty arbor. Look how huge it is. So it took over last year, so I dug all this out on the other side and just put it in a pot because the hops are starting to like go out into the yard and go way back into the bed. So see, it's a more controlled growth this year. But you know, by the middle of summer, it's going to be awesome. And then the cannas, which we're starting to take over, that's in a pot now too. Anyway, let's go in. That was Xena checking to make sure everything's okay. That's what she does. This is my creeping thyme. You can see, boop, has a little bit of bud on it there. This one's big. This one's from last year. And I don't think this one had color, like flowers on it, but this one does. So I don't know what's the difference, but another salvia there. Salvia, salvia, tall phlox. Back here I have some irises, and then I have another one of these hardy hibiscus here. Like I said, something's chewing them. Maybe it's a pretty caterpillar, I don't know. The tall phlox spreads, which is pretty sweet because, man, they are awesome plants. Like, they bloom all summer. So they're starting to get close to having blooms on them, but they're not there yet. But it's cool because I've been able to plant a couple of those little stray babies and have more. So here's my corner that I've been so proud of. It's so full, I really most of the time can't get back in there to do anything. Like, once summer hits, it does its own thing. So this is a New Dawn rose, and it must be the old-timey variety because it only blooms in the spring and then it doesn't bloom again. So it's already finished blooming. And then over here we have 1, 2, 3 rows of Sharons that I'm not allowing to be like a bush. I'm trying to keep it a little trim. Like, I need to trim, you know, these little arms off of here. But back here, so, oh, there's spider web. I have the Rose of Sharon produces tons of babies, tons. I pulled a bunch out earlier this spring, and I think it was like 68 or something babies. So see, I have more coming. And then I have dianthus down here that is going to be starting its next, you know, blooms, but I did cut it back some. Another tall phlox, and you can see it is about to bloom right there. Boom, ba-doom, boom, yay. And in here I have, like, that's some lemon coral sedum, which does great. See, another Rose of Sharon baby. But right here is hardy geranium. I don't remember which one that is, but anyway, it's geranium. And there's a spider right there. Do you see him? Hard to see. Anyway, focus, Baxter. So we'll turn around slowly. My husband's home. He's probably like, why isn't she talking? It's because, talking to him. I don't want to edit videos. I like posting them and seeing what people say and watching other people's videos, but I am not a techie person, and I have just discovered over time, I just want to keep it continuously going and just post the actual video with no fancy stuff. So this is the old bike that a former neighbor gave to me, and I really like it. I think it's so cool here. I sort of use it as a fence. And look at this sucker. This is going to be awesome. This is a zinnia that I grew from seed. That's another zinnia. See, something's chewing on some of this stuff. This is a baby off of that old hydrangea that was up front. And look, it's starting to get a little bit of a bloom. Yay. That is a hollyhock that I just planted as a root. It looks like it's growing. This is an annual salvia. These are my favorite. This is probably one of my favorite plants. It's so pretty. It gets really big. I mean, look, it's already over 3 feet tall right there. But this one I bought last year, and then I kept it in my greenhouse over the winter. So it seems to have worked. There is some morning glory in there, a salvia. There's a vinca in there. And that's potato, because this is where I grew potatoes for the last couple years, but I decided not to do that this year. So this is my little vegetable spot where I have tomatoes. This is a big beef plus. And, oops, all right, let me hurry up. My husband's here ready to chat. These are my peppers. I have peppers on the porch, and they already have some on it, but these just seem to have little babies. But I need to tidy this up. But this is a petunia that I grew from seed. It's pretty big. This is a pot that you can see has an elephant ear and some vine in it. And then this is a rose I drastically cut because I think it was getting black spot. So I don't know. It just didn't look right. So I was waiting until these blooms were done. And then, okay, that's the Florida sunshine, whatever. These are daisies. And then this, oh look, morning glories. That's a morning glory out in the grass. Yikes. So this little spot, this is a trumpet plant, whatever, I don't know what it's called. Oh, my clematis looks really pretty, and it's on a wire, so I hope it just keeps growing up over that. That's an azalea. And right here, I've just trimmed this up recently, but this is Japanese lilac, I think, or Korean lilac, I can't remember now. But it's getting tall, but it has not had any blooms on it. And there's Daisy. Here's my messy greenhouse, but it is mostly empty now. So I have a few things happening here. You know, I have these little plants. Look, we get so many trees trying to grow. So many trees. Anyway, this is a, what's it called? Viburnum. So it's just down here. It's a viburnum that a patient gave me. I do home health care, and they said, oh, here, you need one of these. And then this clematis has not had any blooms yet, but maybe, hopefully. Then I have irises, lots of irises, and I have tomatoes and peppers back here from a friend. And more daisies. They're pretty close to, oh yeah, see, boom, yay. Shoot, maybe this weekend. Then this is a autumn sedum that I actually divided a little bit of it, but it's massive, so it's gonna be huge. This is a daylily. I can't remember the name, but it's very pretty. It has the frilly edges, and it's sort of a soft pink color. And then this is black-eyed Susan. Boop. That's the second bloom I've seen on it, so hopefully soon. That's another perennial salvia. Then we have another magnolia here. Look at this bloom on it. Oh man, that is awesome. So pretty. And then in this area down here, the sun is weird because it's probably the wrong time of day, but I have nasturtium. Wait, let me get down here. Nasturtium from last year popped up. I'm so glad because I really liked it. It was really pretty. This is an old soft touch holly that was dying, and so I made it sort of like a topiary, and now it seems to be living. So anyway, my loropetalum here that probably needs trimmed. And then I have a coral bell here in this window box. And this is rosemary, a big rosemary on each side. And then there's this gomphrena type of stuff, which I've sort of regretted planting it right here. I think I should have put it somewhere else. And this is a Cuba we got from a local gardening group plant sale. So I have my big tree and I love it. It's really growing. So there's a lady down at the end of our street that is a personal trainer. And so she's out here with her group. They do a lap of walking or something and then they go lift some more. So that's what you hear there. Xena, get out of that. Knucklehead. Okay, I just wanted to span out. Hello. Good morning. You be good, girl. So this is my spot. I'm actually, this weekend I have a different fence because our puppy keeps jumping this fence. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be tall enough to keep him out, but I just thought he would respect the barrier. He does not. So this is a place where I've just put tons of flowers. I just wanted things to bloom, 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 bloom. So I have celosia, I have coleus, I have lantana, I have another hollyhock, I have zinnia, I have cosmos. I just, look, this one's nice and tall, yay. It's happening, it's coming. So they're gonna be really blooming here soon, I hope. Like, look at all the little cosmos in here. Yay. I have to figure out some way to like hold those up, I guess. Oh, look, somebody dug right there. Daggone. Probably wasn't the dog, that was probably a squirrel. Here's where I put one of those tall phlox. Anyway, this is my coral bell section. Because this is mostly shade. It gets a little bit in the evening. I'm going to span around. That over there is where the evening sun comes. So most of the day, it just has some dappled light. And in the evening, it gets hot sun from there. So these are shade plants, but they do get a little bit of sun. You know, these don't seem to mind too much. And I have, that's an azalea, an azalea. I don't know what that guy's called. He's cute though. And then I have, look, I got a little baby hosta in there. And I had another hosta here and the dog jacked it up. So anyway, I like that little spot. And then here's my tree. Behind the tree, I have a bunch of hosta in there. But every year it does get dog damage. And I just let it happen. Oh yeah, this lawn I planted clover. It's the white clover and red clover in here, and I love it. My husband's like, I don't like the white showing, the blooms. He thinks it means he hasn't been doing yard work and it looks bad. But I'm telling you, we have so much trouble growing stuff here because of this tree. And I said, I'm gonna put one last major effort to have green here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna put some rock and stuff and that's gonna be that. So it does seem to be working. I have lots of different stuff growing in here. Won't go through all that, but I do have some little coffee cups here. And you know, I've kind of wondered, I can't remember if they can handle sun, but I might take one of these and put it in a pot and put it somewhere else. I don't know. And then I have this stuff, I just went blank on it. Okay. And anyway, another hosta. I have lots of these begonias. They are beautiful. It was given to me, it's getting to be quite a few years now, by a patient. And she had had this plant for 20 years and had made so many plants off of it. So anyway, so this is the under the tree area, and I try not to freak about dog traffic. This is the water fountain that I made that I did a video of, and it's loaded on my YouTube. So there's that. And anyway, I'm going to end here, but constant work in progress. and that's how I like it. Things are never perfect, and I like that. I put these plants in here because I thought it'd be fun to try to do like a little orb. It is kind of working, so we'll see. Oh, and anyway, I have this little stuff the patient gave me. It's a jasmine of some sort. There's more sedum over there that's kind of struggling. And then this is another one of those phlox. Look at it. And it has a pinkish white bloom. The other ones are all purple. So anyway, I hope you enjoy my super long video of my crazy yard, but I really love it, and I hope you do too. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.